Although for now, it seems G2 are just going to wait patiently and allow Fnatic to get control. And it's a good thing they did. A deep wall comes out of the attackers, and then they late split through mid. That has completely caught G2 off guard.
Yeah, these are the sort of pistol rounds that you definitely don't see too often. The deep wall with reclaiming of any chance of the rotation. And, well, nukkye is very good in these clutch situations, but I think a 1v4 in the pistol is using some of their utility early to try and deny that initial space. Well, we got a little bit lost in the source, but they are going to be getting themselves a plant here.
Oh, no, they're not. That wall's broken immediately and straight away. They're going to have to go to a plan B. Maybe it's planning a little bit to the left, but no. It's losing Boaster. He's been headshot immediately. The attempted plan to bait them out into the open works. As AvovA's caught. Another player spotted. There's only 10 seconds left, but only one player, and they've dealt with them. Fnatic. But they're close now. They'll be able to get the trade on this if he's not quick. And keloqz has made it out. Dashing his way to safety as Meddo picks up Boaster. That mid play for Fnatic has been shut down.
Yeah, I like the second layer of it. Like, having Meddo there makes sure that even though keloqz had to dash away, the other players weren't just given the free space to try and lurk through, and he's now going to go back for more and catch Mistic. That operator already worth its weight in gold. And you can see the remaining two players from Fnatic are just on complete opposite sides of the map, just trying to find anything they can. Hoody's already spotted one, and Brave won't be able to connect. And, well, MAGNUM 1 versus 5. Spike at least close by, but there's no reason for the remaining players of G2 to do anything overly aggressive.
Amount of time, honestly, 30 left on the clock. Shock darts are coming through, and AvovA's walking on out afterwards. He's going to push into that ult. At least he thought about it for a moment, but he thinks better. Waits a second, backs off, and hoody! He can see through this by the looks of things. That is a gorgeous spray transfer. Brave was taken down, and the round has fallen to smithereens. Fnatic hit randomly with a Vandal. It's not a tilting way to die, nor is that. Up on top of the wall, keloqz has just ruined MAGNUM's day. He's going out for more and found it with Derke dealt. Oh man, G2, they've got complete control of this round. What an impressive bounce back this is after the pause. 2 rounds found, and slowing it down, playing those picks on the off. Well, it's granted them a lot of kills, and keloqz seems to be unkillable. Never mind, he's dead.
Boaster has a res. I don't know if they'll want to commit it right here and now, but Brave has found another. This turns it into a winnable spot and definitely worthwhile, but it doesn't seem like he wants to give up his position. Instead, he swings onto Meddo, who's caught off guard. This was a 2 versus 5 just seconds ago, and well, it's now a 2 versus 1.
Yeah, the snake bite down actually stopped the res, honestly. Can't res them inside the snake bite. And Boaster's going to have to get that plant. Not able to pop a res now. They're going to rush him down. He's got to play it. 1v2, he thinks maybe one's still coming from B main, but both have grouped up. Isolating the duels, though, still. What a good job now, having a rough idea as well. Oh, the peek's coming through. Boaster's rounded the corner just in time with a sliver of health. He'll get healed back up. He'll even pop the res. Now nukkye has to move quickly, rushing in towards that res, but he won't catch him. A 2v1 in Fnatic's favor, and they're running away. Nukkye cannot catch them, so he tries to bait them into the open, already defusing it halfway, but they'll catch him in the end. 4 kills for Boaster. This man's the IGL, but he's not afraid to get his hands dirty. But they have managed to push up towards this B site still. They're going to look for a plant here.
Patient stuff from Meddo, making sure to clear the angles, and that's the backline's gone. We've seen this deeper wall a little earlier, used to deny a lot of those snake bites, which people have been popping in, and keloqz, well, he's been spotted, but he spotted his opponent as well. A lot of information currently for G2. The main worry is Boaster again in a fairly aggressive position. He's going to win the fight onto keloqz as well and make this a 2v2.
No, they've dealt with him at least, but still, Brave is here. 1 versus 2. AvovA, low HP, even spots him. The shock dart through should be enough, and indeed it is. They know where he is, but time is on his side. He just needs to keep this clock running down. nukkye catches him through the wall, though, and so the defuse will be found. G2 will pluck it up to 3. Blocks are there, and they've certainly got a lot to back them up. 4 ultimates coming into this round, and immediately we're going to see a Hunter's Fury, but it's on Fnatic that it's popped, already having tagged up AvovA. He'll be down, and it looks like Meddo was going to get hit by it, but MAGNUM beat him to the punch.
Oh, Boaster just about hidden. Shot starts landing, and he actually gets out of there. It looked like he was dead. Derke has been getting farmed by keloqz so far in this map. Every single shot connecting. Rez comes through and brings it back into a 4v4 scenario. Still, there's a lot of after plant utility, and in fact, they're even going to use a lockdown.
That defuse, though, that's going to scare them. Movement's got to be made. AvovA's already got it halfway.
Oh!
He's still on it, and he's going to get it right under their nose. The snake bite comes in just a second too late, and G2 have found the round.
Initially, and I wonder if it's going to be the same re-aggression. I doubt it, because in this sort of round, such an advantage for someone like keloqz if he just sits back and plays the range.
Yeah, that wall's even going down as we speak. A shot through, not going to land, and a rush from Hoody. Oh, this is getting a little bit scary now. Fnatic are on the site. They've got weapons. They've got a Viper's Pit activated. That, you know, oh, okay. That's a good scalp to take. Now, you can talk about the Stinger being weak, but good luck fighting against it inside this ulti.
True.
Oh, that was close. Narrow range, right up in his face, but even point blank, MAGNUM comes out on top. The drone. It's a Hail Mary play to try and find that Viper. They won't do it just yet, but Mistic is being spotted now, spraying inside the ulti. He's going to try to pick a little bit more, but nukkye is making quick work of those players. A 6th round is found for G2 here. Sit in this position, no doubt about it, but the drone forces him to fall on back, and Derke catches him on the way out. That is such a quick kill for Fnatic. They'll execute off that right away. Blade Storm popped as they're going to attempt to use that height advantage, see over the utility, but they've lost Derke, they've lost Boaster. The whole team is gone. Fnatic only have MAGNUM. And he's dealt with quite quickly. Mistic was way, way back, and well, you can see now he's coming to a pretty messy party.
Time's the main issue here. Sure, there's 3 players on the other side, but with 15 seconds left, they have absolutely no reason. Actually, they're just going to wall him off. Oh no, he's had to reload. he's definitely going to run out of time. Oh my god, that was close. That was way too close.
G2 have different ideas. They're going for that deep plant.
Oh, I think this is an even deeper plant. They're looking to try and plant for the opposition spawn. Fighting all the way into it as well. A great start from AvovA. There is a trade back onto him at least. Turning things into a 4v4 scenario, but retaking this spot is definitely going to be a little bit difficult.
An audacious move, yeah, bringing it all the way towards their spawn, but it might just pay off. As you said, Fnatic facing some difficulty. They break open the wall. Now getting through that choke point is quite hard. The wall that they have from earlier, not really useful, but the bullets certainly are. Yeah, oh, it's nukkye that has to stop that defuse, and he'll only get the one. Brave.
If they can win the bonus as well, both times, and then somehow lose this map, that will be one of the most gobsmacking defeats I've ever seen.
Well, winning the bonus, so let's take it one step at a time. They've already lost MAGNUM. So Fnatic on the back foot. G2.
Buys the turret down.
MAGNUM's gone. No turret, no halls control. And keloqz has spotted that. He knows they've got complete control. The spike is still in spawn. All the doors are open for G2 right now, and they don't seem keen to shut any, but eventually they'll decide to move towards the B side.
That is not a spot you normally expect a Viper to be in.
This is second player here. Oh, okay. I figured nukkye wouldn't expect Boaster, but in fact, Boaster didn't expect nukkye. And with those kills, G2 are going to storm towards the B site, where they should find a convincing plant. keloqz has been spotted, though. Oh, he's now in danger. That's a Guardian on the other side. It's not a guaranteed fight. If it was a Spectre, he'd feel that little bit more confident, but luckily, he's going to be able to slip away.
Delete the mod. Delete it. No one needs to ever see that. It's his debut. We give him a break. We give him a break. All right.
And Tom, you've been really impressed by Brave, anyways. What did you say?
Timmy's hit the gym. You know, since we went away, he's been hitting the gym. He can now actually take 7 shots. There you go. He was warming up. He's warming up.
Yep, that's all right, Brave. You have made up for it immediately. Thank God. He thought about peeking spawn. He's still thinking about it. This could be it. Viper is out here. If he checks it, dropping down. Oh, he can't reset in time.
Gap in that wall. And they will have seen everything as they look to go past. In fact, Boaster's going to go over the top. It's audacious as hell, but it actually works out. You've had MAGNUM finding 2 as they try and rotate back through the kitchen. And now they've only got 20 seconds. They firstly need to kill off Boaster, who is trapped, but it doesn't seem to matter. Fighting out of that corner as if his life depends on it. I suppose it does.
Yeah, it turns out they were stuck in there with Boaster.
Information's definitely going to be there. And I've actually put the Viper's Pit straight down on the plant spot. MAGNUM just swings in. UK's gone. Blink and you miss it. Trade back from AvovA at least. But again, the time is ticking and they don't have much space.
You should
No option to pivot this. They've got to commit to B, and that's where this ult comes into play. That's going to be canceled out. There you go. Lockdown destroyed by the Hunter's Fury, and even a connection onto AvovA as well. Huge value. Playing onto the side. The snake bite gets hoodie. The spike is dropped because of it. Derke, although he falls, this round is looking like it's definitely going into Fnatic's hands. MAGNUM gets rezzed up. There's no time left. What a beautiful round from Mistic. A round almost as beautiful as the man himself. I'm going to pop up a recon. And what am I going to do after that drone? I'm going to peek with Derke. Brave's going to go aggressive. Derke's going to fall down, then pop a Blade Storm, updraft, and then take that player down again. Oh. He's not going to give up. No space is given to G2 in this one. As they try desperately to push forward, it always comes at a cost, and that cost is in the form of bodies. This time it's Fnatic that pay it, though, losing Brave. And hoody goes down with the spike up on top. That is suboptimal, let's say.
Yeah, especially because his opponent was almost spamming against him. Boaster, he's got eyes in the back of his head, and Derke's there to close it out as well.
That's a good bit of damage done. Derke and Boaster both quite low. Brave, though, able to catch the first. And as he's falling back, Derke goes down. The repositioning coming through. Boaster's here to play with him. I like this. Fnatic going to try to make a micro play. The distraction was in. What? Brave still gets 3, taking his time, tapping away, and this round is done. This map is done. keloqz will have to 1v3. A minute on the clock and the spike down. Fnatic not necessarily even control of it per se, but keloqz doesn't really either. There you go.
He's not going to expect Mistic to be there. Into that mid position. Trying to catch them as they rotate. Brave, I think he's going for the jump spot. I don't know if he will have seen anything. He hasn't, but it's whiff shots for keloqz. That was basically a free kill, and his teammate's gone down on the site to the utility of MAGNUM.
Oh, look at this. They know that Meddo's down below, but somehow he still survives. Ghost in hand as he gets rushed, and a few too many players to deal with. The door down, stopped his teammates from helping. And with full control and a choke point to hold, that is an easy close for Fnatic. Like here, this could get messy.
Oh no. Spike dropped, gun on the floor. Yeah, no one else really available to do anything. I guess they're just going to try and clear out some of the players on this side of the map. But yeah, Spike currently completely under the control of Fnatic. The only real benefit is the fact that there is just that one gun or one valuable weapon that's fallen into the hands of Derke. But look at his position. He's fighting in towards the spawn and almost being used as a bit of a bait, but they do clear him out with the flash. The problem is Mistic is still here, leaving it into a 2v2, and the bigger problem is the amount of time that is left. 20 seconds. If they're going to run in towards this A site, it has to be now. Instead, it's going to be the solo push. Hoody has 15 HP. He doesn't stand a chance. He's even going to get headshotted. It wasn't needed, but this round is done.
Yeah, nukkye's even called knife out running through mid. That's a free upgraded weapon.
They're going to mind too much as long as it gets those ults online. keloqz just racing his way in towards the B site. Only one player currently within it as well, so a lot of pressure going to be put initially onto MAGNUM, and he gets nothing.
Yeah, Boaster wanted to try and help, but he got blocked off by the door. Now when the flash pops, he can't even make it out. He's been tagged up by the drone. There's a fragment blocking. I mean, G2 have got so much utility to buy time here. They're even going to use a lockdown, I guess, just to guarantee that that plant comes through. This should be so easily locked down for the G2 side. I say that. I mean, they still have a bunch of utility to play with, right? But they're using it up very, very quickly. I mean, the knife already gone to try and cancel out the drone.
Are they just going to try and lock them in?
I think they are.
I think, yeah, Brave almost looks to be that sacrificial lamb, waiting to see if he can kill as many players to that spike. Of course, on the other side of things, Mistic was incredibly low, so didn't really want to take too much of a risk. But yeah, they've got to make a cross through this. They had a grab well to slow him down, and although they're going to be vulnerable, I don't know if Mistic's actually going to take this fight whatsoever. So
waiting for a flash, not being able to have one. Oh, that's a great start, and even without a dash, Derke's out of there, running all the way back to the A site. That is a great opening duel for Fnatic.
And And they have a full rotation. There are multiple players here ready in the crossfire, and the trade's coming back thick and fast. Mistic is just going for it. Right click, shot dart might finally clear him out, but it still leaves 2 players standing. Swing back in.
What?
Oh, a little bit shaky. And nukkye almost closing it out, but it's the pistol.
Win this, Fnatic have got a great half, but this is so... How? keloqz just dashed right into Magnum and somehow didn't die, but eventually he'll fall, and the trades go quickly in favor of G2 as they overrun the site.
Well, that wasn't far away from Brave. Oh! See you later! And he's actually going to pop the ult and kill off nukkye as well. What a play from Brave! And he's just trying to delay the space onto the spike for the flank. That was gorgeous.
Swarms are waiting for them.
They can just pop this as soon as possible. keloqz, maybe a bit of a surprise, and actually Magnum, now incredibly low on HP, is just going to have to sit towards the back of the site. Mistic goes down as well. This gets scary. The sheer pace that has come through for G2 has made a difference. Now there's a few low players. Shock darts being lined up. Will it get anything done? Seemingly no.
Another through.
Another attempt though.
Yeah, that's not going to land either. A little bit of damage. Hoody, Hoody has no HP on the bar. he is 1 health, I think. Very, very close to. That late flank coming through. Sadly, it's an operator, but I mean, just up against these pistols, you'd rather have the rifle. Derke will do well to find the first. He knows AvovA's there. It's communicated over, but the pistols are, it's so many in numbers that they're able to keep on trading. The op of Derke, now good for the one to dash out, but he's not able to escape nukkye. The round will go to G2. They fades. The drone gonna give away that he's up close. Here's the op rotating in though. Derke not gonna hit the shot. Oh, but the wall bangs for Brave. He's got a Guardian and he adds 2 and 2 together. Realizes, oh, this is falling apart for G2, man. Wall banged op through a smoke. They don't deserve this.
30 seconds left.
No, I feel like it's just their defaults at the moment. They're just getting caught off by all these ridiculous plays coming through from Fnatic. The fast-paced round worked because there was no opportunity for them to be had, and well, they're trying to scope out the site before they actually get into an afterplant. Fact is, though, I'm looking at that lockdown. It's not something that in most rounds you'd expect to use in this sort of case, but I wouldn't even mind it for Fnatic just to guarantee everything. They've spotted nukkye. They're pushing in onto Meddo and
a few pistols.
Okay.
That was Brave.
Okay. A bit of a risk taken there, that's for sure. And well, not the start that they were looking for. keloqz, a freebie kill as well on the swing, and well, this has quickly gone into an advantageous position for G2, a huge one at that. They're even going to use themselves the Cosmic Divide. Did he cancel it? He did. And well, I guess never mind. If everybody's just going to keep swinging into Magnum, it becomes easier swinging into keloqz, it becomes easier by the second.
It does start to feel like you know, when you're looking at G2's aggressive success, still tucked in is Brave, but they're ready for him. Pre-fire came through and nukkye wins out the duel. Boaster gonna try to pick off what little he can, but eventually it comes time to group with teammates. 3 coming through B main. Now that is a peculiar strategy, but they've been hurt. Oh, they've well and truly been hurt now.
Definitely. Yeah. But how many can keloqz get? That's the real question, and the answer is absolutely nothing. In fact, Hoody's gone down as well, and they have a lockdown. In that afterplant scenario, nukkye knows he has to try and push this. He needs to fight for this round, and if he gets this next kill, he actually has a chance to break the lockdown, but instead he's caught from Mistic, the last man standing to catch him just before he solo won that round for his team. He has a Bucky alongside it as well, so I think there's a lot of us hoping he doesn't run out of knives.
They've got wine clear. Lockdown coming into effect as well as quick trades go down on short. G2 are going to quickly move to site. Thunder's Fury to push Mistic out of position. It's going to work. It's going to take him down as well. He was stuck in the middle of site, and Boaster can't get out alive. Well, he can get out. He's got cover. I thought Meddo was going to run it all the way down. Now they're going to once again move together. It worked in the last round, and it started out the same way with Boaster picking up the opening. Tom getting a little bit worried here. AvovA's very low in HP as well.
Again, it seems like a lot of this comes down to how nukkye is going to be able to play it. Hunter's Fury already used in the round and the pop flash to take that extra space, and this time there is nothing that he can do. He tried to take him out as they were denied by that space and just got shot in the face for it. And now there's a reaction, a push straight through mid. Oh, they've opened themselves up. I don't know how that's the shot he connects, but keloqz doing what's needed of him. It is the battle of the Jets, though. Derke is going to go running through the smoke and meets his demise. Mistic has traded out onto keloqz and leaves just 2 players standing. The problem is, I think they want to fall back here, but Magnum's already in the site.
Yeah, and that spike's going to be down. Great shock dart. AvovA left on a sliver of health, but he connects the headshot far too quickly. Brave has a player up close to deal with that. He can't even connect the shot. AvovA pulls a Neo on that one. How does he dodge every single bullet? It's 9-4. Well, it's a good thing they have, because they've lost their A control. Bravwell attempt into the nano swarms, but it's all a distraction to allow Meddo out. He's good for 1, so is Hoody, and the numbers stick in G2's favor. keloqz wants to get a little bit more, and that he does. These weapons are being absolutely ruined by the weaker weapons of G2, by the utility of this defensive side. An opportunity here for Boaster. Perhaps he's going to be blinded up, uses that chance to reload and trade out his teammates. No idea where the last player is, though. It's AvovA, who stuck his way around from long, but now he's given away his position. Boaster has the info to play with. The knife goes down, no utility, but AvovA has his gun, and that's all he needs.
In fact, he's just going to run out of there. Gets caught a little bit. They've been able to tag him, they have, and he's just going to sit back, try and fall away, but that is well played by Fnatic. All the opening duels going in their favor, and while Meddo finally gets one back for the defensive side, but it might be too little too late.
It may well be. They know exactly where he is. They're just buying time, though, allowing that plan to come through so they can get on with it, play into this 4v2 in their crossfires, and wait. Run that clock down while MAGNUM makes his way up behind. I mean, look, they don't have to take any fights, and they don't. Hoody peeking out, got shut down. Thing is, though, a Cosmic Divide, it makes things much easier for them not having to worry about the door, but there are already players pushed past it, and they weren't ready for that, but AvovA is whiffed. Luckily, his slack is picked up by the rest of the team.
Yeah, with how much space they had, the rotations could come in that little bit early and still set up in position. Does actually get denied a little bit, but they've got the lockdown. They put it in. However, it's a side swipe onto AvovA. He's eliminated almost instantly, and they're still going to stick out this plant. They're just going to try and stay within, and by the looks of it, only 1 player is going to get detained. Now they have that Cosmic Divide almost working in their favor, holding back this rotation just for that little bit longer, but it has a line to start the defusal. They've almost tried to set it up. It won't matter, though. A nice idea from the side of G2, but this time the execution of Fnatic was too good.
No, there's a bunch of enemies in here, but that doesn't deter nukkye either. He's just going out for it, and he's winning them. He's already got 2 inside the lockdown, dealing so much damage. G2, they've got a leg up in this, but they have lost the sight. Don't. Oh, keloqz, you lunatic!
No way. He actually gets away with that. The swing through, and then Boaster can't do anything either. Mistic has at least managed to drop him, but he's also being flanked and still obviously suppressed. Tries to bait someone into a swing, but it doesn't work out. A little bit more tempered in his aggression. Like, he will fall back and not take anywhere near as many risks. We're seeing multitude of Hunter's Furies thrown out. The counter seems to have worked better. And while Brave is only going to manage 1, it is a slaughter on the B site. And while Brave with his only kill, nice kill onto AvovA. This might actually give him a path back on towards the A site. Of course, there's still a lot of utility available there that could at least slow him down a little bit. And with the rotation, more of that's going to become active, but he's going to go past.
You know, all the way through, they might not expect him here just yet. Although, look, they've slowed down. They're being cautious. They know the control they've given up. Good read by G2. braveaf is the one that we're looking at to do most of the damage.
Oh, the crossfire in mid. Solid. They were ready for this sort of play, watching in that direction. They have, however, caught Hoody, and if somehow these trades work out in their favor, well, maybe there's a chance. The problem now is the position of the spike. AvovA's got a little hidey hole to be there, but they should expect this alarm bot at this stage. Even still, though, They will know that he's there. AvovA trying to play on the edge of it. They know that realistically the spike plant, if it is going to come in, they have to go through, and Derke just takes his head clean off. There's a swing out from keloqz though, and he brings it back into their favor. A second and a third as well, as it's now just one man standing in Boaster. It looks like we are heading to split as he will be caught.
Wow.
He has slows, you've got the fragments, you've got Viper, and you've also got all of Astra's utility, or maybe you don't, because Mistic is already dead.
Wow. As a once great man, as a great man once said.
It's a once great man.
I shouldn't quote it anymore. I'm not going to quote it anymore. I've ruined it. I'll get in trouble. Well, great sayings have been said before. This round is going to G2. Those are the two takeaways. Holding mid and taking a lot of swings.
Mistic has tried to slow the push in. It has delayed a lot of the early presence. Derke as well is going to find that initial frag, and the trade's still going back thick and fast, though. A little bit of an awkward spot now for Derke to be in, but luckily he's got teammates alongside him. That's not what he meant to do.
Yeah, that's not the nade he was looking for. He's got the reload off at least. The flash popped, and there's the swing. Oh, that was very nice indeed.
But instead, they're trying to set him up in order to get that online, and actually, they're going to go straight into Brave. That is the worst gun you could have met in that position.
I honestly... nukkye was lucky to get out of there alive. That nade landed just a second, a fraction of one, after he had crossed out from heaven. Derke is going to leave, and that is open space for G2. They're going to capitalize on that right away. At least they're going to try, but those steps are being heard. Derke is pushed down mid, and he's going to completely cut them off. He's letting them by. He knows the timing now is perfect. They're still watching forward, conscious that he could be coming. But again, they're not going to see him. He has the angle and drops nukkye. Ult goes through, and there's Meddo down and out. Spike in main. Round is over. AvovA would have to perform a miracle to get this one planted.
Yeah, he's just going to try and fight them, but even still, there's another player elsewhere, and Derke is just not losing a duel at the moment.
It's gonna be feeling oh, that's an aggressive push coming out of Fnatic.
Okay. He's got res.
No, can't res.
He's not gonna get the chance to use it. nukkye trying to find the player on Spice. Actually, he's gonna be able to find it. And
they heard
not
nukkye.
really anything coming through for nukkye.
They know.
An ult that gave him some space, but the space is worthless.
And he knew there was a player on site. He decided not to kill that player so he could come into spawn and maybe catch them off guard, even though they knew he was there, though.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no. Oh!
What?
I've never seen anyone win that fight. Not like that. At least he gets shut down afterwards. They know where nukkye is, and the spike is down on a different map, practically, as far as nukkye is concerned. 50 seconds, so he has time to make it on a loop-de-loop all the way around. And that's going to be a little bit of a problem for Fnatic. Like, nowhere is safe.
Yeah, it's a long rotate, though, especially if you're walking the whole way. By the time he gets the spike, he's almost dedicated to going in towards B. It's going to be very difficult. Now, MAGNUM, there's no way he expects this, but, well, going to make the first move.
Listen, it's the man behind the Bucky FC strategy. Well, what can we say? Can't really be surprised.
He's learning the history.
Oh, Mistic.
Ooh.
That's unfortunate. The push comes out of Brave. He can't really stay up there. He's just going to get killed from sight, and instead he gets killed from mid. Very patient play from G2. Like I said earlier, they're ready for these ratty plays. But when it comes to heads-up duels here, Boaster's at least gotten a leg up as he moves towards the side.
Spike planted.
Oh, he's going to be caught in the corner with the paranoia and the swing out from nukkye. It's an easy dunk.
Fnatic know that there's not really a lot working for G2 here. After the investment, if they could drop, one or two more rifles, it would have been great. But you do not want to be coming back on attack side split.
Okay. Nice start from keloqz, just taking this aggressive fight to the opponents. But that's the thing. He's almost just being used as bait. The pull is going to be in towards this B site. The straight TP to the back of site will grant them that back site control. And although the full rotation has now come in from the remaining players, is there much they can do about it?
Well, they've at least got to slow down, but it hasn't slowed G2 from making it to the site.
Spike down.
The showstopper about to end any hope of Hoodie getting in there. Okay, the spray over heaven. There's no way they give this up. Not when you've got a player to tucked where he is. Oh, Mistic's good for one, and Derke assists with another. The heaven play not even going to come through. That spike is now dropped on the floor, and G2 need to rethink this approach.
Yeah, I don't even know how you come back from that. G2 got very unlucky with the exact play that they decided to make, because it was like, if you put the wall down normally, you're going to check the left-hand side.
I think you reconsider things, play a little bit differently. Nukkye's not going to make it up into heaven this time, but he is right down below them, and they have no idea. A man behind enemy lines, giving them the opening and the advantage to play with G2 wanting that 6th round, but they've lost keloqz. The res will come through. Look at these down below, so they can't even spawn. That's worked out quite well.
They need to clear AvovA, holding the back lines with an operator. It's actually going to get legged up. He's got to be a little careful now, and actually going to try and sneak him behind them. I thought for a second he might have just thread the needle, but instead MAGNUM is there waiting and watching as they now look to try and sneak back through. Mistic watching the flank, leaving just 2 players surviving over on that other side. One of them is Hoody, and he's going to use that Cosmic Divide to his benefit, sneaking through, picking off a first, and now Meddo needs to try and make a play of his own, just sneaking back through the corner. Another one comes up, it's all onto Hoody, and he's going to end up with 4 kills.
That's a lot of information. AvovA's going to get a smoke out before he's getting hit by that knife. Playing with utility out there, Nukkye didn't seem to think they'd be that close already. Fnatic have just overrun A, and this is going to be a free plant.
Ooh, okay. Hoody's definitely feeling it after the last round. Brings things back into a workable position. They've still got a clear Brave, who is just trying to hold on to that ramp control. And in fact, he's got his whole team with him. The swing might be a little bit of a surprise, but they're actually winning every single duel that goes their way. The reclaim doesn't work, and now only 2 remain.
In fact, only 1. That flash not quite landing onto everybody. We are going to see the defuse for G2. As I said, the pistol carries an immense value when you're already at 6-6.
Dash out of there, but not far enough forward. That's going to cause too many problems. Going back, that's the thing. They don't know that this is a full investment up from Fnatic. Boaster actually gets one with a frenzy.
Oh, you are so nasty. I think someone was peeking there with the classic when they had a rifle. He watched it come all the way down mid, and then it just got him in vent. That would be beautiful.
It was tracking him. There's a few low players, but this would still have to be one for the ages for the remaining players of G2. Nice start from nukkye. Gets out of there without really taking any damage either. And an extra kill here would grant him a nade, which could be enough to pick off 1 more. Now, Brave is still in this corner. Hasn't been able to escape just yet. And Boaster is so desperately low that there's not really going to be much option for a trade. It's on to nukkye to try and do it all, leaving it down to just a couple left.
Right, nade.
The time starting to tick away, and they almost line up for him.
Okay, the wall's up in B, but they're pushing it. I'm a little bit scared. I was more looking towards the A site for combat, but different ideas in the camp of G2. They're just running on in, looking to take these weapons down. A strange time to do it when they've got the bonus to play effectively, right? They've got those weaker weapons in hand. Oh no. The distraction in B mains left keloqz caught off guard, blindsided. The site falls easily after losing heaven. G2 are left with no choice but to save, right? 2v4? Then I see nukkye's online. This happens every time.
Yeah, this needs to be an impeccable retake, and while the ultimates they would have used are somewhat diminished, they might be able to at least try and bring back one. Mistic, he already gets the first. It's going to be traded out. Hoody's actually found another, but the flash is solid from Boaster, and they now have that heaven control. And this is where things become so difficult. The main play is just going to be smoke and try and get onto that spike. Try and hold on. The flash is good, but they have the lineup. The ping onto the spike is not going to deny anything, and they know now that AvovA's within this. Great setup from Fnatic. This is another spot where basically 1 player is left to try and hold on to things. A rotation will at least come through, but as you mentioned, Hoody is left with just a pistol. Okay, he's going to get himself one, and actually hits a pretty heavy tag onto the second. AvovA is slowly being pulled out of position, and his spot might be given away in just a moment. Derke will take 1, but here comes keloqz, looking to try and do this on his own, but the knives have missed, and brought back into a 2v2.
They're pushing up Brave, though. The crossfire's there. Mistic spotted, now stuck behind the wall. He's got to go out, and Meddo survives with a sliver of health.
Whoa. Brave getting a haircut for a second. Derke has managed to find one, but he's got his backup. We highlighted Brave as that supportive player. Well, he's just found such an impactful double. keloqz again is left alone to try and fight versus the might of Fnatic, and they might not even push him. They are slowly starting to back away, expecting the rotation to come in. They are, however, going to back straight into Meddo, who is waiting.
Oh, yeah, he's spotting it. Help Sir is already called. The rotate's coming on in. Meddo down below, able to at least catch one more. But now they're surely going to swarm him. He'll do well to stay alive, if at all. But no, he's down, and keloqz is a little bit late on that rotate. The spike will be planted, and a 1v3 commences. He'd already dropped his rifle in anticipation, ready now to play with this Vandal in hand. A really tough clutch ahead of him. And he's going to be spotted. A barrel seen right away by Mistic. That's 12 for Fnatic. Well, they need every single one. That's the thing. Match and series point here for Fnatic, and they open it up by taking down nukkye. The pistols are doing practically nothing. The rifles follow suit. Meddo, the last remaining man, walled out of heaven. Fnatic have got complete control of this. Their whole team still alive. An impossible clutch ahead of him, and what seems to be a successful opening to 2022 for Fnatic.
Oh, Meddo is about to try and prove you wrong. A 1 versus 5. It does not seem likely. The time already starting to tick, and with the positions that are currently held, utility going to be disabled as well, and the G2 fans asking an impossible task of one of the new boys on the block, and I don't even know where he goes from here. Boaster's going for a knife. I think he saw Redguard do that earlier and was like, you know what, I can steal that one away. Instead, Brave, the new boy, is going to close things out. Fnatic will get their first victory on the board, a hard-fought one at that, and honestly, after seeing the matches today, I think we have some pretty open groups, Mitch.